Hello and welcome to the Battle of the Blue Ridge. Today, we're going to take a closer look at Asheville and Hendersonville to see how these two mountain towns in western North Carolina really stack up. Hi, I'm Justin Grogan, your Asheville real estate advisor. I get asked all the time about the similarities and the differences between Asheville and Hendersonville, particularly by people who are thinking about making a move here. Now, in today's video, we're going to help answer that question by comparing Asheville and Hendersonville across lifestyle, outdoor recreation, neighborhoods, arts and culture, even housing prices, all so you can get a clearer sense of which community might be the right fit for you. Now, let's take a look at the lifestyle and vibes as they compare between Asheville and Hendersonville. So Asheville is funky, bohemian, eclectic. There's this artsy energy that a lot of people fall in love with. Every Friday night, for example, there's a drum circle in downtown Asheville where people gather to dance, bang on their drums, play, and it really just captures the unique essence of Asheville. I like to describe Asheville as big city culture packed into a small mountain town. And the best representation of that dynamic is when you look at the food scene. So there are world-class dining experiences in Asheville, ranging from the comfort of down-home Southern cooking to the refined elegance of a James Beard award-winning restaurant. And of course, we can't talk about Asheville without mentioning the brewery scene. Asheville has affectionately been dubbed Beer City, USA, because pretty much everywhere you turn, there's a different brewery or tap room. Now, Hendersonville, it's got a different vibe altogether. It's slower paced with more of that true small town charm. The downtown has this classic welcoming vibe, and it really shines especially during community events and festivals. The Apple Festival every August in downtown Hendersonville is a huge deal. You'll still find plenty of great restaurants and breweries, but Hendersonville feels a bit more traditional, a bit more conservative, especially when compared to Asheville's eclectic energy. One of the biggest reasons that people move here to western North Carolina is really simple. They want to be outside. So in Asheville, you've got direct access to some of the area's most iconic spots. The Blue Ridge Parkway runs right through town, and it offers everything from scenic drives to trailheads for some of the best hiking and biking in the region. And if mountain biking is your thing, you've got to check out Bent Creek. It's one of the most popular systems in the state, and bikers from all over flock here. Now, families such as mine love spending the day strolling the sprawling grounds of the North Carolina Arboretum. It features amazing gardens and incredible walking trails that are good for all ages. Now, if you're looking for a more lazy day, you can always float down the French Broad River in a tube or kayak and take in the beauty of Asheville as you float right on by. Now, Hendersonville, on the other hand, shines with its proximity to Pisgah National Forest and DuPont State Forest. And right in the town of Hendersonville, you've got the new Augusta Trail, which is a reutilized old rail line that will eventually connect Hendersonville and the nearby town of Brevard when it's completed. Now, if you're looking for a more thrilling kind of adventure, head just south of Hendersonville to the Gorge. It's one of the most exciting zipline courses you'll ever experience, with incredible views as you fly through the Green River Gorge. So whether your perfect day outside looks like tubing down a river in Asheville or chasing waterfalls in our national forests, both communities are stacked with options. At the end of the day, it's less about which one has better outdoor amenities and more about which lifestyle feels like the right fit for you. Let's look at the arts, culture, and food scene. So this is where Asheville and Hendersonville really show their personalities, in my opinion. Asheville, it leans funky, bohemian, and creative. The River Arts District is the perfect example of this. There are funky art studios where you can watch glass blowing, pottery, and music is a huge part of Asheville's culture as well. The Orange Peel brings in nationally touring acts, while the Gray Eagle is the go-to spot for incredible local talent. And when it comes to food, a place like the Admiral in West Asheville sums it up perfectly. Now, Hendersonville, by contrast, leans into tradition and Americana. Downtown festivals really set the tone here. The Apple Festival, the 4th of July Parade, the annual Christmas tree lighting, all of these events bring the community together on Main Street. And apple orchards are a quintessential part of Hendersonville living. My absolute favorite example of this is Jeter Mountain Farm. Not only do they have acres and acres of beautiful rolling hills with plenty of delicious apples to pick, but they also have a bakery, a creamery, a cidery, and even a smokehouse that serves authentic Carolina barbecue. Now, while the restaurant scene in Hendersonville perhaps lacks some of the edge of Asheville's scene, it is a knockout when it comes to more traditional dining. Postero delivers modern yet approachable Italian cuisine into downtown Hendersonville, while McFarland Bakery, which is right next door, has been serving up classic sweets for generations. It really feels like a step back in time. Let's more closely examine the neighborhoods between Asheville and Hendersonville. So starting in Asheville, there are some vibrant communities that are super walkable and really hip, like the River Arts District and West Asheville. These tend to skew a little younger, a little more eclectic, and have that hip, funky vibe. So think coffee shops, breweries, funky restaurants, and murals seemingly on every corner. Now, if you're looking for something close to the action but not right in it, head just north of downtown to the more established and traditional neighborhood of Montford. So Montford is one of Asheville's most beloved and elegant historic neighborhoods. Think gorgeous old homes, tree-lined streets, a sense of tradition that really gives it a bit of that old Asheville charm. Head a bit further north from there and you'll find communities surrounding Beaver Lake as well as the Country Club of Asheville. These communities in North Asheville tend to skew a little older with a lot of retirees and in general just folks who want to be close to the buzz of Asheville without being right in the middle of it. And as you head south into South Asheville, you'll find a mix of suburban convenience and upscale communities. Areas like Arden provide that classic suburban feel that's great for families, while neighborhoods like Biltmore Forest and Biltmore Park offer luxurious communities with beautiful homes and amenities that are built around high-end shopping and really fabulous dining. Now, Hendersonville, by contrast, is all about space and a quieter pace of living. Many communities are built for people who value room to breathe. So think homes on larger lots, mountain and valley views, and that relaxed, community-driven lifestyle that defines this part of Western North Carolina for so many folks. To the east of Hendersonville, you'll find Edneyville, which we call Apple Country. As the name implies, there are apple orchards everywhere in Edneyville. Now, west of Hendersonville, you've got Etowah and Horseshoe, which offer a little bit more space, and there are several fantastic golf course communities, so this makes it a great area for retirees or for people looking for a second home that's an easy lock and leave. So in summary, Asheville leans a little bit more urban and eclectic, and in Hendersonville, you're more likely to find golf communities and neighborhoods that embrace a slightly slower pace of life. Let's examine housing prices and the housing market as they compare between Asheville and Hendersonville. So first, let's start off by looking at median home sale prices. So in Asheville, the median home sale price right now is about $500,000. In Hendersonville, the median home sale price is right about $450,000. Now keep in mind, those numbers are median, meaning that there's plenty of homes that are selling for more than that, plenty that are selling for less than that. And now thinking big picture about what's been happening in our markets, both Asheville and Hendersonville over the last year, we have seen a big shift in favor of buyers here recently. Well, basically what's happened is we've seen a lot of inventory hitting the market, a lot of homes for sale, particularly when you compare it to the last few years. Now on the other side of the equation, buyer demand has stayed relatively flat compared to what it's been the last few years. That's going to create some downward pressure on pricing. So what we're seeing in a very general sense in our market right now is homes that are staying on the market longer, more price reductions, and generally an environment that's more favorable for buyers to be able to negotiate great terms. Now, keep in mind, that's not a blanket statement and that's not universal everywhere, because there is different micro markets and pockets and neighborhoods within these communities that perform as their own little entities. Now, ultimately, the best way to discover which town is the right fit for you is really simple. Come spend time here. See where you feel most at home. That's where we come in. So if you'd like a plan for your next visit, one that helps you explore Asheville and Hendersonville like a local and really experience the lifestyle here, please reach out. I'll make sure you see the best of both Asheville and Hendersonville so you can make your move with confidence.